I got to talk a little bit about Satan and music, right? So Satan, when he was in charge in heaven, he was in charge of music. He was in charge of worship. He was in charge of all those things, all the singing and everything, in charge of all of that. He gave him those gifts, those abilities. When Satan was cast out of heaven and he came down to this earth, he had to think of things that he could do to lead you astray. Why would he not use the gifts that God already gave him to try and lead you astray? Satan's mad that he will never have the chances that we have. So why would he not use what he can to pull you farther away? For those of you who think there is not evil messages in music and that music cannot be used for evil, think again, because Satan is the prince of this world and he wants to do everything he can to lead you farther away from Jesus. So why would Satan not use the music you're listening to in order to do that? If you listen to some of the messages in your music and you think about what's godly, and then you listen to those things back, you're going to really see the way that Satan shows himself in music. You're going to really see that the stuff you've been listening to isn't as good as you think it is all along, and that there's underlying messages that are full of evil and wickedness. And that's really something to think about. And you really need to take it into consideration. Is the stuff you're listening to good for you now that you know that Satan uses music to keep power over you? Really think about that today.